Hey everybody, Mike Swindell here. I hadn't made a video for a little while. It was a cold, snowy day here in central Indiana, so I thought I would make something here to post. I've been working back here in our paint shop, actually doing a little cleanup, trying to get ready for the winter season, where my dad, brother, and I, and our couple hired guys, we spend a lot of time back here refurbishing tractors, fixing stuff up, kind of, I don't know, doing detail work, repaints, restorations, things like that. Just thought I'd give you guys a quick tour of our paint shop, some of the stuff I've been working on, and that little workbench there in front of you, you see that I've been working on. That's kind of my little project there I've been trying to do. So, like I said, this is our paint shop area. Back here in the corner is our spray booth. We'll look at that here in a little bit. A couple tractors we're working on here. That's a 72 model 4020 side console. We're fixing up for my dad, and that's my brother's 4430. We're not going to sell it. It's one we bought. Actually had a cab fire, and he was wanting an open station 4430 to make hay with on our farm. So I got this one bought right off the insurance company. Found the parts to make it an open station, and we're slowly putting it back together. Got about everything done. I got to paint the rear wheels still. Seat lights, of course, stuff like that. We've got the hood done, sitting back there on a couple stands. Over here, let's see, I'll show you guys. We sell new Westfield augers. Those are some special stands to put the augers together with, lay all the pieces out on, and then bolt them together. My brother Wes, we do a lot of injection pump work. This is kind of his little work area here. Reza Master pumps, we build a ton of those things, or rebuild a ton of those things. Let's see, this is a mess here. This is why I'm building the workbench, because we've got a lot in our shop, and most of them look like this. Here was the dash off the 4430 you just saw. Wasn't too pretty. Oh, back here, I keep some cab interior stuff, new cab interiors, new seats. Got some extra tires in here. There's that 4430 hood we got all painted up. She turned out slick. Here's a truck project we're working on. It is a 87, I think, 379 short hood. It's the first year for the 379. It's got 120,000 original miles on it. My dad bought it off the original owner in Indianapolis. A construction company had it and just ran it local. Reason we redone it or working on it, it was painted blue, but it was the ugliest color scheme I'd ever seen in my life, so couldn't have that. Some new fenders we got for it. Pulled all the tanks off the back wheels, getting all that stuff polished out. I'll try to do some updates of that project as we roll along with it there. So just like I said, a quick tour here walking through. It's another shot of the 4020. The hood for it we have done. I'm not sure where they moved it to, but it's in here somewhere. Oh, it's over here. There's 4020 hood, some steps we got. This is one of my brother's toolboxes. We keep it back here in the body shop all the time, just so we got tools and don't have to walk up towards the front. The shop is a mess. I will work on a tour of that, but here's a quick overview. Okay, over in that corner is our wash bay. We got two overhead doors where we can partition it off. Clean combines, wax stuff, things like that in there. This is just, like I said, this is just a quick overview. Got a couple Alices in here. I got the one we painted up, and you can kind of see there. I've got it sold. One of our little wheel loaders. We got 3 of those little Terexes. Well, Dad's got 2 Terexes, and I've got an Ingersoll Rand. Use them things every day. They are handy as all get out. Right here's a 4230. You guys have seen it in the paint booth. It's nearly done. I've just got a few little things. I've been working on it when there's not other stuff going on. Turned out pretty slick. I've got I got a glass guy coming out to help me put the windows back in the front. The side flat glass ain't no big deal, but I need a little help when it comes to rolling the seals in on the curved ones. Let's see. It's my nephew's remote control tractor. He's been working on that on one of the benches. Train them while they're young. I got an S660 combine sitting here I just sold this morning going to northern Indiana. There's one of my Duramaxes. There's some 40/20 hoods we've got to straighten and fix out for a good customer of ours. Had some dents in them and stuff like that. He just wanted them to get them ready for final paint. Upstairs I got an overhead parts room there, bolt bins and all that stuff back in the cubby hole so it's easy to get to from the body shop. Okay, this is my workbench I'm working on, and it's still got a long ways to go, but it's a start. I started with a little miniature Easy Trail. It's a 246 wagon gear. We sell Easy Trail, so I kind of wanted to build something cool like that based off of something we sell. They're rated at 2 tons, so I can put an engine up on this thing. I can do just about whatever I want and not break it down. I put a 5x8 sheet of 1/2 inch thick steel on the top side of it. Weighs 800 and some pounds. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to get me a snap-on vise eventually. I want to put it on there. And I'm going to build me a roof. I want to make it like a little mini tiki bar almost. You can roll around in here. Sometimes at 5 o'clock there is a small happy hour gathering around it. But it's coming along. I want to put me a power tool holder and some stuff like that underneath, and then there again I want to put a top on that thing. I'll make some videos of it as I get some more done to it, but that's kind of my start right there. You guys have seen, well, I'll do a tour on this one of these days. That's my little KRSC 43 roll cart split lid blue. If you see a blue toolbox in here, it's mine. I've got like 3 of them. It's my killer on toolboxes. Some people prefer others, but blue's mine. Blue trucks or blue semis and blue toolboxes, that's what we like. So let's see. Here is the paint booth itself. Just curtains up there that you can slide open, drive the cab tractors in, stuff like that. It's a downdraft. Pulls everything down into a bunch of filters and then goes out through the wall over there, and air will circulate from the top. Got a bunch of lights in here. Little paint cabinet, place to store the guns. Of course, air outlets. That's just that little deal there we made for the forklift just to hang small parts off of. Run stuff in and out of here if we need to spray it. There's some primered deer parts. Some of them go to this 4430. Some of them go still to the 4230. We got a couple things left to do, but those are almost ready for paint. It's a transmission dolly, an OTC. I bought it at a sale for like $100. Works out perfect for painting fenders on 4020s and 1066s and some of that stuff. You can clamp a fender on each end of it and roll it in and out of the booth easy. So over here I just got some filing cabinets. I keep sanders, sandpaper, blocks, any of that kind of stuff to do with body work goes in there. Right here is a little John Deere 6415 I just got done redoing. I bought it in Florida about 3 years ago, and we have kept it on the farm and used it to make hay with and stuff like that, but it had a Florida suntan and didn't look real pretty. So this summer I started in on it, tore it all apart, and just actually put the decals on it Friday. Well, yeah, it'd be yesterday. So it's almost done. But we're gonna sell it, I guess. That's what we do, buy and sell tractors. But it wasn't gonna sell the way it looked. It's a good tractor, just wasn't real pretty. I did put some front fenders on it just to kind of keep keep our paint job from getting messed up. You can see there it turned out pretty slick. Better paint job than what was on it from the factory actually. Put a new seat on it. I mean, when we tear one down and do it, we do it right. So Back here, this is my project. We like old whites and olivers. I got tired of painting John Deere green and doing some of them, so I decided to redo a white. It's a 2-70, 1982, which has been the last year they made them. And it's kind of more of a challenge for me, I guess, than anything. It's both colors are metallic, and that takes a little bit of skill to lay that on there and get it to come out right. But it turned out pretty slick. And I'm almost done with it, probably 99%. I'm down to just some little details on it. I've got to, now I got to hook the fender lights up on it. I got a little dash cover that goes on up here. Let's see. Oh, I want to make new hydraulic hoses for the outlets because they were kind of weather cracked back there. Just a neat little tractor. Somebody that makes hay or has a small hobby farm or something like that. Perkins motor, and it only had 2,400 hours on it before I started redoing it, so it'll make somebody a good one. And it was, there again, something different to paint besides Deer Green or International Red, so. Anyhow, I guess that's about all I got for you today. It was cold and snowy, and I thought, well, I'll make a video here. Plus, you guys can see looking out through here. For us, this is clean. We worked on this Friday, and I worked on it some this morning. And this is probably the cleanest, most organized this paint shop has been since we added it on here about 3 years ago. So I thought I'd make a video of that too, to kind of remember how it's supposed to look most of the time, so when people start cramming stuff everywhere and leaving piles of shit around, they know how it's supposed to be. So anyhow, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I appreciate it, and we'll try to make another one soon. We'll see you.